All right, hello everyone. My name is Jonathan Jesper, and I just want to share a bit of my experience of this trip of coming to China with Athena and China Magic. This is my third time to China in a year, but this has definitely been a very special experience. I originally wasn't going to come. This time I thought I was okay with products, and I met Athena. We were driving together from a mastermind to Los Angeles. And just telling her my goals and my dreams, she said, "You have to come on my trip. You have to come to this trip. It's gonna be so worth it." It wasn't so easy for me to come. I'm sure for many of you, you might have jobs and families, but you have a dream. And it took a lot of talking with my wife, and she's right now in school and we have a young baby. But we were able to sweet talk my wife and I got permission to come. And I'm so grateful I did. It's been an incredible experience. And there's a few main points I want to mention of why I think it's really a great value and it can be incredible for your business. And the first one is just the people on this trip. You know, the people that came on this trip were amazing people, like-minded, have similar dreams and goals, and just to be able to network with them is incredible. There's a lot of sellers here too that are more farther than me in my business, and I could learn directly from them and learn what they've done to replicate when they were at my shoes and what I could do to also grow to that level. And that was incredible. And being able just to share and understand other people's passions and dreams. And something I've noticed is that when you want to grow, it's so important to be able to find people. When you're around other people that are doing big things in their life, all of a sudden it's not so scary anymore. In fact, it's normal. And you feel like, well, if they can do it, of course I can do it. And that's the type of environment that was created, where people all have their dreams and their goals and everyone's thinking bigger. And in myself too, I felt like, shoot, I gotta be more serious with my business. I can do it. Of course I can do it. That's the biggest thing I got out of this trip, is just being able to be with all these amazing people. The second part is that coming here, I was able to, one of the tips was to visit your suppliers. If you're already selling a product on Amazon, get to know your factories. Before that, you're just a name on an email, maybe through Alibaba or something. Go visit your suppliers, get to know them, build a relationship. I went and just I visited a bunch of my factories, and with all of them, I was able to negotiate better terms. With one of them, they even said, "What's your yearly goal? How many units do you want to sell?" And then they quoted me based on that. And then now I'm able just to order as much as I need, and they'll give me that best price quote. That alone pays for the whole trip.
Wow.
That was incredible. And then the last thing, so the number one thing is the people. The second thing is being able to visit your suppliers and build a relationship. Now I feel like I have to come more often just for that. And the last thing is we got to find some products. And I went in the trade shows, we went to EWU and the Canton Fair, and we're able to find products. One of my products, I think I'm able to even save $4. So it's like, that even makes a trip pay for itself. So for a lot of people that are on the fence, we all have reasons, we all have our excuses of we're too busy or we have commitments. But if you want to accomplish your dream, if you inside of you want to do something bigger in your life, I really encourage you to consider coming on this trip, because being around like-minded people, because everyone that comes on this trip, they're willing to bet on themselves. And if you want to do your dream and you want to bet on yourself, I really recommend coming here, because you're gonna get confidence and contacts and tips and tricks and products, and you're gonna have a hell of a good time. So I'm really grateful. Thank you, Athena, and thank you everyone for this trip.
Awesome. One last question.
Yeah.
What was the best tip you learned from a mastermind seminar from one of the mentors?
Oh, geez, the best tip? A bunch of us, see where I'm at my business, and other people that are farther, where I'm at my business and where other people are that are even farther than me, we all realize we're kind of messing around, that we need to take this seriously. We need to hire more people. We need to be able to get more investors. We need to just be able to go bigger. I think that's something with myself. I always put limitations, or I have some doubts or fears, but being here, it's like, no, we can do this. I have to take this business more seriously. I have to invest more in the business. Second point is, this is just a basic tip, but it's just how we do shipping. And before, I would just do big orders to get my costs down. But then, since I was able to negotiate with my suppliers, I want to do more frequent shipping. And that's going to help with cash flow. So instead of doing one order every 3 months, I'm going to start to layer my orders every few weeks. And that way inventory keeps coming in, but I don't have all my money tied up at one point. But with that, it's gonna help to expand and build faster.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to tell someone who's on the fence and doesn't know if it's worth the investment?
As I mentioned before, it's just the same point. Three things. You meet the people you meet and the tips you get can make your money back, and negotiating better terms with your suppliers can make your money back, and then of course finding new product opportunities can make your money back. This trip pays for itself. It's an incredible value. If you're going to trust someone, Athena over delivers on what she promises. But as anything in life, if you have a dream or a goal, if you're on the fence, at some point you have to bet on yourself and just say, let's do it. And I recommend, if you haven't been to China before, if you haven't been to a mastermind before, this is an incredible group to do it. And just the confidence you're gonna get being around other people that have similar mindset and goals and doing good results, you're gonna realize you can do it too.
Wow. And what makes Athena special, like one of Athena's trips compared to just any old mastermind?
It's just the quality of people. I think I haven't been to so many masterminds, and I've liked every mastermind I've gone to, and I've gotten value from it. But it's just the level of people and how open everyone is, like really willing just to share freely of tips. And then in this trip, it was longer. So many masterminds are only a couple days. And so you can build connections, but you don't really build relationships. But when you're here for 12 days and you're around people that maybe are doing 3, 4, 5, 10 times the business you do, you build a relationship, and the amount of trust and information, and that's a relationship. When you build a relationship, it's not something that stops after 12 days. It's gonna keep going. So you're gonna have this relationship with you, and anytime you have a question, you can go back to these people. And that's a huge resource, and that alone also will make the money back for this trip.
Awesome. How was Athena with the logistics and just making it easy for you to come and do what you got to do in China?
I was used to coming to China, so it wasn't really a problem for me. The group flight was incredible just for the cost. That being able to buy a group flight altogether and then save the money. But I would be pretty able to do it on my own, so that wasn't a huge barrier. But of course, it was nice to have everything taken care of. And I can just imagine this was the first one, so I can imagine the next one will be even better.
Awesome. Anything else you want to tell someone who just doesn't know if they want to come to China with Athena?
I mentioned it already, but there will always be some reason in your life why you can't make a goal. At some point, you got to bet on yourself and say, I'm going to make my dreams happen.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.